Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Pop Cracking this D. Boss here to this video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. It's titled "His White Baby Mama Exposed Him for Doing This." This is that one guy that is beefing with Abin Preach, the fresh and fit clone. That's what Abel called him. But yeah, I guess his white baby mama has come out and she's exposing him. So let's hear what she got to say and what the tea is. Let's watch.
Normally this time of year, it is the Christmas season, and many of those are in the spirit of giving. And No Fugazi Podcast has given me a lot of content, which equals this. So ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. But unfortunately,
happy Thanksgiving to you guys. When this is posted, it might be Thanksgiving. Am I gonna post this tomorrow? Or maybe, I don't know. It might be Thanksgiving or a day removed or two. I don't know. But happy Thanksgiving to you all.
as he's giving me content and other people around the internet, his career is going down the drain. Because stop. No Fugazi has taken another L again.
What happened?
David Cooley, aka No Fugazi Podcast, took a big L this month in November when we all found out that he was in a relationship with a lady by the name of Sarah. Now, this is a public relationship on TikTok, so it wasn't like he was hiding it. But his brand, No Fugazi Podcast, contradicts a lot of the things he talks about or what he does on Sarah and Cooley's TikTok page. While he talks bad on single mothers, we found out that guess what? Mr. David Cooley dates single moms. And guess what? Even if you have 2 white kids, he'll still go ahead and clap them up. But now, David Cooley has taken another L because our good buddy Ty Boogie Podcast came up with an interesting video that I had no idea about. One of you guys sent it to me, and I want to give credit to Ty Boogie Podcast for putting this all together. 5 days ago, Mr. David Cooley had a debate on his channel. He does it all the time. The actual name of the debate was called Cooley Unleashed the Wrath of Titans on Haters in Debate. It's basically like a smoke show, like Kevin Samuels used to always do, like once a week, something like that. All right? And then there's a guy who came up by the name of Fatty.
And my question today is a little bit different, right? How do you feel when you come on this podcast and you tell every single woman that they shouldn't sexualize themselves on the internet? And the top 10 posts that your wife...
I just wasn't expecting him to sound like that, so I'm just trying to... What country is he from? It kind of sounds Spanish? Like, it sounds like he's from Spain?
You tell every single woman that they shouldn't sexualize themselves on the internet. And the top 10 posts that your wife has on her IG showing her ass or her titties.
Speak on it, Fatty. Period.
Good question, Fatty. Why does David Cooley allow this? Before we go into David Cooley's response, let's check out what David Cooley has said about women who thirst trap.
I feel like an insecure man is when they have a problem with you posting yourself. I post myself not for other men, like for myself.
If it's for you, you would take a picture and leave it on your phone. But you post that picture so the world can see.
I agree with that, though. Like, I think that's a goofy response. Post what you want. I don't give a fuck. Do you? I don't think it needs to be that deep or deep meaning behind it or trauma or insecurities. But your reasoning is, I post the pictures for me. Because that, what? If they're just for you, then yeah, you can just keep them to yourself. Like, you posting them because you want other people to see you. So let's not lie about that. Post what you want, but let's not lie.
Right, but it's like, if my mindset is not for a man to see if he's going to try to talk to me or get somebody's attention, that's not what I'm posting myself for.
But generally speaking, men are the ones that approach women, and women don't approach men. So you always posting all the time, that's you advertising yourself. It would be the same if that man is still courting women. He's still pitching himself at other females. You wouldn't like that, right? If your man was talking to another girl? Okay, just like the man wouldn't want his girl posting thirst traps. It's the equivalent because women advertise themselves and men pitch themselves.
You see, Mr. David Cooley wants to be somewhat of a, I won't call him a thought leader, but he likes to be a philosopher. You know, men are the ones who are pitching themselves and women are doing whatever the hell he was saying, right? Advertising. So women advertise and men pitch. Well, then while he's saying that, let's just look at a few of these photos or videos in the background. So here is Sarah Cooley. So let's look at Sarah Cooley. She's also a model and gets sponsorships by, huge brands like Shine and stuff like that. Okay? So if you look at this, this is kind of what I would consider to be, would you call it 304 wear? Would you call it revealing wear? I don't know. I would say that this is thirst trapping. Okay? In this particular clip, she has on a brown dress. Hey, she looks nice, okay? If you even look at her while she's pregnant, that's right, this is bump friendly. And now I would have a problem with my wife or girlfriend going outside looking like this, outside while she's pregnant with my child. This is thirst trap ready. Now, let's look at their most viral video. You see them, they're at a water park. And then here's Mr. David Cooley trying to cover her behind, covering her top, all right? Now, this might be a comedy show. This might be funny, but, obviously, you can tell this could be an issue in their relationship because she dresses in a provocative fashion. Anybody else, if you were to see them out, you would consider her to be an OnlyFans model. In fact, she looks like an OnlyFans model. But that's just me doing the research. Shout out to Mr. Ty Boogie. But let's see what Mr. David Cooley says.
What you are doing, you are comparing my situation to my chick that she's already in a relationship with me, and me as a man in the relationship that runs the relationship that she follows, right? I allow certain things to be posted or not to be posted.
So Mr. David Cooley said that, hey, listen, I'm allowing her to do this, so all of those videos and pictures were approved. Now, wait, there's more. He then asks Fatty this because he won't let him talk or answer the emails. This is kind of what he does in the debates. He strong arms people, tries to flip the question on to them, not let them talk, kind of bully them. And this is what he asks Fatty.
Now, my question for you is, do you have a woman, Fatty?
No.
And why don't you have a woman?
Because I'd rather be single than cuffing a woman with 2 kids by one.
Okay,
man.
so...
Fatty is reading.
That's right. Do you have a woman? What does it matter if he has a woman? He's not on trial here, Mr. David Cooley. You are. You're talking about something that doesn't make any sense. And this is a guy who considers himself to be a debater or considers himself to be very intelligent. You see, the reality is...
That doesn't diminish his point at all. So you bringing that up just shows you trying to deflect, my brother.
Here is why David Cooley's white baby mama of 2 white kids... Hold on, put the picture up there, Dima. We'll blur their faces. 2 white kids that he placed stepdad to. Here is the sole reason why she can be a thirst trap while he is telling everybody else that they shouldn't be a thirst trap.
So if you're going to date a single mom, you got to date one that isn't a stigma. But guess what? Stay away from the single moms. I still tell you guys now. Because generally speaking, the majority, they have all of that baggage. I just so happen to be the exception to the rule, and so is my chick.
Again, you see, his rules don't apply because simply his girlfriend is an exception to the rule, and so is he. So the rules that he has in a debate, you really can't get him to concede anything, right? Because first of all, I believe, I'm talking as if I'm him, I'm an exception to all these rules. So when you're trying to call me hypocritical, you can't really call me that because I'm an exception. It's a really good way to basically cower out or tower out of an argument. Exactly. The same thing with his woman. She's also an exception to the rule. So because we're both exceptions, it doesn't matter if you catch us doing something or being hypocritical. Because we're both exceptions. Bye. So generally, for the rest of you guys, I would say that yes, this is a general information that I'm giving, but because I, David Cooley, we are outliers, or we're exception to the rule.
He reminds me of hypocritical parents who don't practice what they preach at all. And then when you put it out, they just like, do what I say, not as I do. I feel like that's a common sentiment in the black household. At least that was my experience and my cousins and shit. And we would just get so irritated. Like, y'all some hypocrites. What the fuck? Like, you said don't do this, but you doing it, So that's what it's giving. That's just such a cop-out.
Yeah, we can go out here. I can let my girl thirst trap and do everything that I tell you guys not to do simply because we're exceptions and stop the show. She's also white. She also had 2 white kids before I met her. I'm a black man and playing a stepdad to the rest. But I want to just play this last thing from Ty Boogie's podcast. He's going to tell this lady, like, if a lady doesn't want to listen to how a man wants her to dress, this is what he's going to do.
Thing is, we want a girl to be submissive. If you don't want to follow our lead, it's going to be cool. We'll hit it. We'll be in a relationship for a couple years, maybe, if the poem good, but we're not going to elevate you to wifey level.
But wait!
He been with Shorty for 7 years.
And guess what? Shout out to Ty Boogie because he's right. This guy hasn't married her at all. He won't marry her. Want to know why? Because he has a feeling, a little bit, that she might be for the streets. Why hasn't he wifed her up? I mean, he's sitting there playing stepdad already to her children. He has a couples channel with her. He's clapping her cheeks. He's getting her pregnant. He's having children. Why not marry her? Because she shows too much. Could be that. David Cooley, this L's for you.
Yeah, this man been taking L after L. I'm not gonna lie, this is embarrassing. Especially when you're some type of life coach or, you know, whatever he calls himself, and you're trying to educate people and trying to give them advice. It's just embarrassing that this is what your life looks like, and the things that you say, your life contradicts that. So it's like, how are you telling other people how to live when you're not even living that way? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!